2 million cases are reported each year. The National Committee for the Prevention of Elder Abuse reports that for every 1 case that is reported, 5 go unreported. This is an alarming statistic that should prompt you to report elderly abuse if you see it. Imagine, if you will, a 100-year-old woman who lives in a nursing home and has Alzheimer's disease and speaks a language that none of her professional caregivers can speak. Oftentimes she is pushed toward a wall, facing the wall, where she undresses and is not redressed, and she is a little bit fatigued by her illness and language barrier, and at times feeding becomes difficult, and professional caregivers will actually leave her unfed due to the frustration that they feel. This woman has encountered psychological, emotional abuse, as well as neglect, whether intentional or unintentional. Imagine, if you will, an elderly man who is usually independent and now has to live at home and depend on family members to bring in groceries and tidy up his house for him, probably take him to the doctors. But they've had some strained relationships in the past, and upon him calling them and reaching out to them, it takes them numerous times before they respond. They finally bring him groceries, and they walk in yelling at him, they throw the groceries down, and they help themselves to his checkbook on the way out. He's been exposed to financial exploitation, psychological, emotional abuse, and neglect. The NCEA defines elder abuse as any intentional or unintentional act by a professional or personal caregiver upon an elderly, vulnerable adult. Now, being exposed to the nursing home environment, I have gained life experience, and it has awakened my sensitivity to elder abuse. Often listening in on family members of residents, they claim to shut their eyes and close their ears so that they are not, just to try to make the problem go away or become fearful. So this abuse goes unreported. Now, my purpose today is to bring awareness to the forefront of society so that we'll all be prompted to keep our eyes open, report it when we see it so that it can be stopped. Lowenstein reports that elder abuse is considered the silent crime because it goes unreported most of the time, primarily because it involves family members and professional caregivers that are trusted. The various types of elder abuse, again, are from the NCEA: psychological and emotional, physical force, which is the use of force by hitting, restraining, pinching. It's also the inappropriate use of medication. Sexual abuse is non-consensual acts. Neglect is not providing their food, shelter, or safety. And abandonment is leaving them deserted, and that means lack of communication as well. Financial exploitation is the illegal or inappropriate use of their funds, their properties, or their assets. The causes of elder abuse are reported by the American Psychological Association as professional caregiver stress. Caregivers report that they are overworked, underpaid, and unsupported. Statistics from the NCEA state that 40% of aides admitted to psychologically abusing the residents, 36% reported noticing other employees physically abusing residents, and 24% admitted neglect. Penhill reports that personal caregivers also say that stress is a main factor. They feel overburdened by the new role that they must partake in due to strained relationships, and it becomes a burden on them. Solutions to elder abuse: the APA reports that education is the cornerstone. Become educated and make yourself aware of the signs and symptoms. NCEA states that respite care, taking time for yourself so that you can care for others, is vital. NCPEA states publicity, bringing public attention to the elder abuse, is also essential to prevention. Counseling, therapy, and self-assessments for personal caregivers is a wonderful way to work out problems within family members. Advocacy is the key. Don't shut your eyes or your ears. If you see it, report it, and that will prevent it. Now, after my speech, I hope that you will gain some awareness from the types of elder abuse, the causes, and the solutions. And I hope you will be motivated to stop or prevent elder abuse as you see it. elder abuse goes unreported, and it is my hope that exposing the problem, the causes, and the solution, that you will see the importance of stopping elder abuse. The elderly need you. Use the info to stop abuse. We're all aging, and we all have elderly around us. Please use the information that you've been given to prevent and stop elder abuse. Thank you very much.